What up, Instagram and YouTube? It's your boy Salty Redcorn, and I'm back with another ill-prepared knife review video. And today I want to talk about a Spyderco that was sent by Shield Arms for me to check out. This is the Blade HQ Smock. All right. This is an M4 steel, which we all know, at least I know, is a really good steel. It's a great user steel. It's not super hard to sharpen, keeps an edge a long time. It's a very tough steel, so I really like M4 and I use it often on some of my other knives. This is a button lock compression lock, okay? So what does that mean? That means the knife has a typical-ish compression lock built inside with a button that interfaces with it, right? So when you push the button, it actuates the compression lock and the knife closes. So it's very fun, very fidgety to play with. It can be, you know, reverse flicked, which is very fun, very cool, right? Just typical, you know, Blade HQ JG10 handle scales. They do that on all their exclusives. We have a lanyard hole here in the back. Looks like T6 hardware. We're going to talk about it. Probably a T8 here on the pivot screw, which is meh, could have been bigger stuff, but nothing to complain about, okay? We have the typical super duper lame Spyderco duckbill clip. We all know I love Spyderco, but I definitely don't like this clip, all right? And this is a very fun knife to play with. We have milling in the JG10 as well as the liners, which lightens the knife up a little bit. We have jimping here on the top. Typical Spyderco billboarding, which is very minimalist and nice. We have the Kevin Smock logo here. This knife is designed by Kevin Smock. If you don't know who he is, go online and Google Kevin Smock. He's got some really insane custom versions of this knife, which are out of this world. Very, very hard to get, very exclusive. Glad Spyderco picked up his design because now everybody can get their hands on them for the most part. Let's talk about the ergos of this knife. The ergos of the knife are kind of wonky, all right? While it's kind of okay to hold, it's not as good as it could be. All right, Spyderco is usually really good with ergos, and I think just being the nature or design of the knife, it's just how it is. You know, the choil's a little weird for me. It forces your finger to kind of separate more from your index finger, which is kind of, you know, uncomfortable and weird. But again, it's not huge. It's not a major fault. I could totally use the knife. I think it's 100% usable. It's just not ideal, okay? I think that it's a really nice satin too. I wanted to say that. Yeah, the satin is done nicely. You have belt grind satin going down, and then you have satin also going lengthwise down the blade. The reverse tanto shape is really nice, and the hollow grind is very slicey. That's just something I really like about the knife, is the blade shape and the grind. I think it really kills it, and it's awesome for EDC. And it's very slicey and very pointy, so opening boxes is going to be an easy task, guys, okay? Very fidgety. I know a lot of guys will remove the second detent on this as a mod to make button flicking a little bit easier and smoother, but I don't really see a problem with it just like this. I mean, if you wanted to get crazy and mod it, you could, but it's not 100% necessary. The flipping action is very smooth. The reverse flicking action is very smooth. Thumb action is very smooth, so it's just an all-around smooth knife, and it's in a neat little package, right? Let's compare it to my carry today. I'm carrying the Maximate Paramilitary 2, so they're about the same size. Okay, if you guys can see that, they're about the same size. The PM2 has more cutting edge, and I think the PM2 has a lot better ergos, but still a very, very good knife. Okay, so Spyderco Smock, go check it out. There's a couple different versions available, all right? What am I carrying today? I'm wearing a Casio DW56100E with an AliExpress stainless steel urban camo kit on it. Spyderco Maximate Pair 2 with Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive bronze scales and a Lynch clip on the back. Okay. I'm also carrying the MKM Malga today. This has an M390 blade on the main blade, which I really like a lot. I've never had to sharpen it, and it's still hair popping sharp, which is amazing. We have micarta scales and a few useful tools that I find this to be very nice over the standard Victorinox, right? You can also take it apart with Torx head screws. So that's very good. The Olight that I always carry, the i3T EOS, right? This is a AAA battery flashlight that has really decent, you know, looms for the size and carryability. I like this one compared to some of the other Olights. I'm driving my Dodge today because I'm working and I got my tools in there and my ladders and stuff like that. I'm also carrying the Taurus GC3 and some stuff I'm not going to show on camera. I'm carrying my Get Home bag, and it has I have fruit snacks, I have Nutri-Grain bars, I have an energy drink, I have paracord, I have a pen, I have a Cold Steel Recon Tanto, I have extra mags for the Taurus. I'm also carrying a Glock 45, which is a 19 slide on a 17 frame for extra rounds and bigger hands. And I have that clicked into an MCK Micro Roni with an Amazon Red Dot sight. And I carry that in my bag a lot. Just, you know, to be prepared. It's a get home bag. It's a shit hits the fan kind of bag, right? Doesn't hurt to be prepared. Something crazy gonna happen? Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared, right? Keep that locked up in my truck at all times. So, if you guys like this kind of video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your boy Salty Redcorn what you want to see, what kind of content you want to see. Do you want to see me unload my EDC bag? Do you want to see more in-depth reviews? Do you want to see specs on the screen? What do you guys want to see from me, all right? Just let me know. I'll do my best to make it happen. I love all you guys for watching, and peace out. Have a good day, yo.